Hello, Qembek here. In this episode I will guide you through fishing proficiency and profession power leveling. Thing is that many players believe that fishing is profitable, and that's correct. However, as a lot of you might not know, before you start pulling out money from it, you need to prepare, and you need to prepare a lot. So the better you do it, the less money you will waste into it, and I'm here to guide you through the process. This is kind of expanded guides to fishing with power leveling methods. Let's go. Archeage has different types of fishing, and the only one that gives you decent profit and you can do it alone is saltwater sport fishing. And I say saltwater because there's a difference between fishing in the ocean or fishing in the lake. You aim for the ocean type. If you want to get good amounts of gold, this is your endgame fishing in Archeage. What do you need to know before you even go out? Well, for money you will need proficiency. You are aiming for sport fishing. It means that you need 10k proficiency to unlock your skills, unlock sport fishing, and in addition, if you want to really catch the fish and be able to catch it, you need to deal more damage and you need more fishing proficiency to do so, because fishing proficiency will unlock you access to advanced fishing rods, and more fishing proficiency means that your skills will deal more damage to fish. In the end, fish will die faster, or if there's a stronger fish, it means that you will be actually able to kill it before it escapes. I've mentioned fishing rod. Yes, there are different kind of fishing rods. Most of the time you will get them from the auction house, unless you want to become a handicrafter and craft them yourself, but I don't recommend it. Just buy it, believe me, it will be cheaper and much faster. Once you get a fishing rod, you will want to get some accessories to it, like charm to attract fishes to your spot, and lure or bait worm to start catching your fish. And last tool that you will need is the most expensive one. You don't need to get it right away, but you need to be aware that at some point you will have to get it. It's fishing boat. Fishing boat will allow you to detect fish locations. It will allow you to transport more than one fish on your back, and you will want it because schools of fishes, they disappear after some time, after 45 minutes I believe. So you want to maximize your time and efforts into catching the fish, not into moving the fish. You cannot allow yourself to catch one fish, go sell it, come back, catch another one. You don't want to do it because it will be not efficient and you will waste time. But let's not get too much ahead. We need to figure out how to level up our fishing proficiency before we even start thinking about serious fishing. So let's discuss our possibilities here. Every fisherman starts from baitworm fishing. Get your fishing rod, add some baitworms, and you are ready to go. Once you are close to lake or sea, equip your fishing rod. You have your baitworm in your inventory and you are able to start casting your basic fishing spell. As a result, you will start getting different type of fishes, and mixing them allows you to create Downs Lake essence, which is main source of income for those of you who want to start baitworm fishing. It's the only source of income, unless we count in that some kind of fishes that you will catch, they are used in quests, so someone might want to buy them as they are. Best zones to fish are, in my opinion, Solis Headlands and Carcassonne Ridgeland. I chose those because they got only 4 types of fishes, which means that you will be able to gather more of them in short periods of time and process into Down Lake essence, which is good for business. Out of all power leveling methods I'm going to present in this video, only this one can give you some decent amounts of profits in the beginning. And there's one good feature that you need to remember about in this method, is that you can do this kind of fishing without even being near your computer, and it's totally legit. Right click on your basic fishing allows you to autocast fishing sequence, and if you do so, your character will be fishing until he runs out of inventory space, labor points or baitworms. Now the bad stuff is time consuming and you will most probably not make good money from it, because prices on Down Lake essences are constantly dropping on Fresh Start server. After reaching 10k proficiency, you will unlock ability to start sport fishing. This method I will present here is focusing on burning your labor to get proficiency up as fast as possible, and it will give you no income at all. Before you start, you want to prepare fishing rod from auction house, charm from general merchant and lures. Take at least 50 since they are cheap and you will need a lot of them to burn your full labor pool. When you will be choosing your lures, read the description carefully because they work to certain type of fishing rod. So stronger fishing rod means that you will need to buy stronger lure. Okay, so once I'm ready and I'm on the spot, I use my chum and I want to start sport fishing. If I see those birds flying around the lake, this is the spot. This is my indicator that there's a school of fish. If you scroll your mouse pointer over it, you should be able to see the description as well. There's the spot you are using chum here. Get the school of fish buff, cast sport fishing spell and wait for fish to appear or casting bar to disappear. Once one of those happens, I will lose 100 labor points to gain same amount of fishing proficiency. And in normal scenario, after fish appears, you are following its debuff statuses and you use the same fishing rod skills as those icons showing up on fish health bar. Two of those skills that your fishing rod has, they will deal damage to enemy fish, and once it gets close to 0 HP, you will be able to loot it and receive a special trade pack, fish trade pack on your back. Once you've got fish on your back, you are able to deliver it to fish stand to receive your gold. In this case, we are doing lake fishing, sport fishing, so those fishes there, they aren't worth much money, and I do not want to waste my time on all those skills I would have to use to kill the fish and then deliver it to the fish stand. I want to use my time to spend labor and receive fishing proficiency. That's why I'm going to catch the fish. Once it appears, I'm going to ignore it completely and restart my fishing sequence, use another lure and start fishing again. By doing so, I am receiving the only thing I'm after, which is labor loss and proficiency increase. If you don't want to do any of those, there are also other alternatives you might want to consider when you think about power leveling. First one is family fishing, but there's a requirement here. If you create a party with your in-game family members and it's at least 3-man party, you will be able to use Rainbow Chum from General Merchant to attract School of Fishes and start special sport fishing. This works the same as sport fishing, but fish that will appear will be much stronger than the normal one, and your family members will also have to use skills to support you in your struggle, and once it's done, it might actually be worth to loot the fish since it can give a satisfying amount of gold. This will be slower than previous method in terms of power leveling, but might be turned into good profit. Another possibility here is to invest into aqua farms and bamboo traps. Once placed on your aqua farm, they will need 6 hours to mature. You will need ground grain and 50 labor to empty those cages. It's really fast, but totally not worth in terms of money making. You get some trash vendor items, and if you are lucky, with money received you will cover ground grain expenses and maybe bamboo traps expenses, but taxes will kill you. Bamboo traps often get broken or diseased and you will be forced to heal or uproot them. But still, some of you might want to do it because it's really fast to manage once you set it up and running. One more possibility will appear for you once you reach 120,000 proficiency. You might want to head to Mirror Tundra to look at ice fishing. It's more or less advanced type of biteworm fishing. You will need frozen wave fishing rod, which is quite expensive, but it will last for 30 days I believe after opening. Shovel from General Merchant for 5 gold to prepare your fishing spot, and bait worms to get almost identical results as you would from bait worm fishing, normal one. Differences are 1 extra fish to catch, which is called glacial clayfish. Its arcane grade can be turned into small down lake essence in 1:1 ratio, or I believe it can be used as an ingredient for downsdrop armor upgrade, but it's a really low demand for this item on the auction house, so it's better to just buy it from the auction house if you need it, instead of, leveling 120k proficiency to get this. It's also possible that when you are using your shovel to prepare this fishing spot, there will be a random monster spawn. A bear will appear, and if you kill it, it will drop a fish type of trade pack. You can deliver it to fish stand, which is located in Mirror Tundra as well. It's not so far from those fishing spots, so it shouldn't take much time to deliver, and it might give you some extra coins. I'm not sure about sizes of those fishes. I think average gold from this kind of trade pack is around 5 to 7 gold. And for those of you who want to reach maximum possible fishing proficiency and wonder what kind of reward is there for you, if any. Yes, there is a reward. I'm not there yet, but I know what it is. If you hit maximum proficiency, which is currently 230k, it's possible to perform advanced fishing only around waters in Friedrich Island, so that's where you need to go. Instead of bait worm, you will be using ground fish charm, so you can imagine how many of those you will need. Once you get there, special skills should appear on your fishing rod. It's possible to catch the same type of fishes that you normally would if you would use bait worm fishing, but there's also an addition here: big bellyfish. It's an item that you will be opening just like you are opening crates in Larceny. It can provide various type of items, which are, for example, brine-boned rocks used to craft ship regrade scrolls, blank canvas, I think it's for artistry, or claphead spores, and the cherry on the cake here is treasure map. Plus, for every opened fish you will receive small silver amount or maybe even small gold amount. So yeah, that's what's out there for those of you who want to train fishing proficiency. Somewhere after 30k, I believe you should start thinking about building your own fishing boat and start going out into open ocean to make money on saltwater sport fishing. And there are tools that will increase your proficiency if you need it, like downsdrop boosts, buffs from statue in capital cities, or fishing titles. And that's it from me. If you liked the video, please hit the like button, comment or subscribe, and please join me on Facebook and Twitter, since there will be also giveaways organized there, and I want my viewers to be aware of that. I want my viewers to be present there, if that's not a problem. So I invite you there, and thank you very much for visiting my channel. See you later.